All right, guys, so we got one of the biggest snowstorms of the past couple years here. So I'm gonna be able to give you guys an update on the meat lift cordless snow shovel, the Lefeli walk-behind snow blower, and then I might get the old boy gas one out and do the driveway because we got quite a bit of snow here. Now it's still coming down. It's supposed to snow into tomorrow afternoon. Let's see how much snow we got over here. Just over 7 inches, but it's drifted up into some higher spots in some other places here. 8 inches here. So I'd say we currently got between 7 and 8 inches, but let's go get the meat lift snowblower out. This is gonna give it a really good testo because it's only rated for about 8 inches. And let me know what you guys think down below, how it performed. And if you're interested in anything in this video, the snowblower, the snow shovel, I'll put links down below to everything in the description in case you guys are interested. All right, guys, let's try it out. And if you've seen my review video on this, it actually says on there that it's only rated for about 6 inches of snow, but everywhere else I found it says 8 inches, so I'm not sure if it's for 6 or 8, but either way, we're gonna see how it works. 8 inches. Yeah, 8 inches is definitely about the max, I would say. Anything over 8, it's not gonna really push it up past those fins. So I would say, I don't know, 8 inches I think might be a little too much. It's actually drifted a little higher along the wall here. But works pretty good there. Let's go this way. Yeah, there we go. It's a little thinner here. You could always take it up over top a little bit to thin it down and then go underneath. Not ideal, but it works. And these aren't super light, guys. I mean, they're not really heavy, but after a while, it can put a hurting on your back. Keep that in mind. So if you're trying to do a little bit off the top, and then another pass underneath, it can definitely get heavy. But then again, full shovels of snow are also heavy. And we're gonna see how long these meat lift 20-volt batteries last. Started a full charge here. Whew, it's definitely giving it a workout. Kind of looks like it smells something smoking. Whew. I don't know, this might be smoking inside there. Might be too much for it. Yeah, guys, this smells like something's smoking. Like something's burning. I feel like this might be too much for this thing. That is not good. I should probably take that apart there. I might put this one away. That does not smell good. Let's turn that. Might have to get the Lefeli one out. Yeah, this 8 inches is putting this one a little bit through too much hurting here. I'm gonna have to get out the Lefeli, the little walk-behind battery operated one, and try that. Once you get the first pass, you can just take a little bit each time, which helps. But yeah, that's a little bit easier. Still smells a little funny though. I might have to take that apart and see if it's burning inside there. All right, let's try this Lefeli one here. And this is rated for 12 inches of snow depth and I forget how wide, 20-inch width and 12-inch deep. Oh yeah, way better. size one. Still think I'm gonna get out the big boy gas one for the driveway, and I'll show you guys why. I have little things underneath it, or actually you can run it in like what's called a float mode, and it'll stay up above the gravel, because I have a gravel driveway and it's a lot easier than trying to use one of these. This one works great though, guys. Working really well. Pretty nice. We haven't had a snow like this in years, but this one's a lot nicer on this patio area because the gas one is just so big and so hard to turn and maneuver. So this is nice for these tight areas. What's nice about this is you can angle this chute and shoot the snow away. See, if not, I'd be blowing it down my steps there. All right, and then I'll have some little bit of cleanup to do. That's no problem. That's obvious though. This definitely saves a lot of shoveling though. Get what I can with this, and then I'll come back and clean it up with the shovel. And any of you wondering how the gazebo holds up in the snow, it doesn't keep the snow off of everything unless you have the curtains shut, but if it gets windy, it's a pain, but holding up good. This one's definitely a lot easier on the back. So much easier than shoveling. This is actually thicker here because I had some piled up there. Pretty easy. So you take a little bit off the side at a time and it'll go a little easier. Get the hard spots that I can't really maneuver around with the big one, and then I'll probably just save the deepest part for the big one because I can go straight in and straight back out with that one. But this works way better than them small ones in the deeper snow. Shooting it up nice over the wall there. And like I said, with that big track snowblower I got, it'd be kind of tight in this area, trying to turn forward and back. So that's what's nice about these. This one here is super lightweight, very easy to maneuver around. So I'd say for 8, even 10 inches, no problem at all. And we'll see how long these 4 amp hour batteries last. I have 2 4 amp hour batteries in here right now. Kind of getting it away from the house. I will have some shovel work to do, like I said, but this saves a lot of your back, trust me. Whew. Hate when the wind blows the snow back at you. Let's angle this down some. Starting to get a little bit of icy snow here now. They were calling for it. Alright. Put the chute straight. Now it shoots a little further when it's straight like this. But it is nice to be able to turn it though to get it away from the house. Hey, just make a pretty quick work of this. That's not good. I was just thinking that could happen. Oh, that's not good. Well, we'll see how tough the purple leaf is. That still looks good. Whoops. Yeah, don't do that. far so good. All right guys, first set of batteries is dead. So just working on that up there, but I was able to clear this whole side basically down through here, a little bit back here, and so far this area here on 2 batteries, it right around 8 inches of snow, some spots thicker from where I shoveled it up and from where the wind blew it, so 8-9 inches maybe, and then a little bit over here down through here on 2 batteries. Good thing I got more. All right guys, now I'm gonna get the big boy out. All right guys, now this thing's like 30 some years old, but what I hate about this, you can see I already changed my shirt because I'm gonna smell like fumes really bad. I didn't wanna ruin my good heated jacket and get it smelling like fuel. So I changed my shirt to run this thing because it spits out fumes. But what's nice is for the gravel driveway, I could keep this in transport mode, which keeps that front up a little bit off the ground, about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch or so, maybe an inch. And then that should ride right above the gravel a little bit. Then I also installed these side wheels on here, so when this is down in normal mode, it rides on these wheels on my patio and keeps that bottom up about an 1/8 inch to keep it from scraping my nice decorative concrete out there. But this thing is kind of a pain in the butt for anything less than 8 inches. Anything around 6 inches or less, I usually just use the electric ones. But 8 inches is giving those ones a workout. And even though the Lefeli push behind one worked great on the patio, it's a little rough using it in the gravel because I tend to pick up gravel and it shoots gravel. It's going to ruin it over time. So I'd rather just fire this one up and try to use this. Plus this one will be a lot faster having a 26-inch cutting width. All right, this thing has electric start, but you have to actually plug it in here to a wall outlet for 120 volt AC to start it. Let's primer it up a little bit. Oh, might help if I turn the gas on. There we go. Whew, look at them fumes. This one is so much easier and faster. So the small ones are nice, the battery operated ones are nice for little areas or thin snow up to maybe 6 inches. But if you have a gravel driveway, you might want to get something like this. In fact, they might make electric ones that can ride higher than the ground like this one. And maybe that one would definitely work a lot better, like a bigger one. Out of gas. Yeah, guys, you can see this one works a lot better in deep snow. I mean, it just pushes right through it, especially with them tracks on there like that. I mean, this thing, it sounds like it bogs down a little bit, but I mean, even with the snow all the way up there, this thing is no comparison to the electric ones in deep snow. So yeah, those are nice for certain things, but these bigger gas ones definitely have their place. But that's gonna be about it, guys. It's starting to get dark. I'm gonna make some more passes through here, clean this all up. And you can see I made quick work of my driveway here. I was able to stay up off the gravel. I did hit a few pieces here when it got down on an angle. Still got to clean all this up and everything over here. But that gas one with that float setting, so much easier on gravel. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're interested in any of this stuff, like I said, there'll be links in the description. Oh, and I did use that meat lift one after this a little bit on that wall. You guys seen that in the footage there. There was no smell coming from it at that time. I think I just had it overloaded and was really pushing it, and it sounded like it was bogging down, and that's why I feel like something in there was getting hot. So be cautious using that. If you smell anything burnt, slow down, let it rest, give it a break, let it cool down, because you don't want to melt anything. Never had that problem on any of my other ones. So like I said, I might tear into it and see if anything started to melt. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.